Good morning, welcome to this week's vlog. I just want you to think about one thing this morning. Are you being proactive or reactive? Let's put our best foot forward and see where we get to. Okay, so here we go. And this is an interesting topic actually, and I'm going to keep it as short as I possibly can because I could go off in lots of different directions in this subject and topic. So to start off with, I hope you had your fab weekend. The weather over here in the UK is starting to be quite nice and refreshing to be outside in the sun. So leadership, it's interesting when you talk to organisations, teams and individuals about this topic, and especially over the last 12 months. It's become quite pertinent to think about one of these two. So proactive, reactive. We're taught all the time as we develop through our careers about being proactive, making sure you've got things in place. You sit down and to start off with, have goals, visions, look at the bigger picture, have processes. But a lot of the time, especially when I do quite a lot of action planning, and the goal setting and the vision, people say it takes a lot of time. And my observation of people being busy, they don't have the time to be proactive and look forward because they're so busy being reactive. But then the other side of things, the reactiveness, is about making a decision, staying with it, learning and observing what comes from that decision. But also, like I said, in the last 12 months, it was interesting, the actual, the podcast guests I had on specifically in January, so make sure if you haven't seen those, you click the link above here and go and check that month out. The people who thrived were the people who had that reactive nature to them. Sometimes we don't think of great leaders as being reactive, because when we talk about reactive leaders, they maybe haven't got substance, or we think they're trying to put fires out all over the place. But in the last 12 months, that's the type of leader we needed, somebody to react to situations, to pick up things and start to move things for the people in the organizations to follow suit. So it's just a really interesting thing to improve your self-awareness, your situational awareness. Are you being proactive? Are you being reactive? And I think both are right in the right situations. And as long as you're aware and conscious that you're making that choice and you're in control and you're communicating that regards to and we're not labeling like, oh, I'm going to be reactive today. You understand it's how you deliver, how you sort of set yourself up, your organization, how you set your team up. And it's very personal to you. So like I said, it's quite an open subject. But like I do in these vlogs, I would just like you to think about how it's relevant to you. And then put your comments in the links below. And I'd love to know this week, simply, unless you want to go into more detail, do you think this week, looking at your plan ahead, are you going to be proactive? Are you going to step back into a more strategic role? Or are you going to dive forward with purpose and drive and be more reactive and make more decisions? And you can do lots of learning when you're in that role as well. So, if you haven't already seen, this week on the podcast, I've got James Sinclair, an amazing business owner. Started off, I'm not going to spoil the surprise actually, but he's got a really good story. Very successful business owner, but always striving for more, and he puts great content out there. So make sure you check out the podcast this week, 6 a.m. on Wednesday. And I am just having some amazing conversations with people. Actually today, as this vlog goes out, I'm actually interviewing a guest for next month, and the first person in the educational space. So just leave you with those breadcrumbs of intrigue. Right, so make sure, podcast, put your comments below. Are you going to be proactive or reactive? Have a think about it this week. I'd love to know your thoughts. Have a great week. Bye.